Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the USC Trojans and the Utah Utes. Restate the state of the ball game. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Eccles Stadium is nestled at the bottom of the Wasatch Mountains. This is a gorgeous college football season, but it has also seen a lot of great sports history. Home to the opening ceremonies for the 2002 Winter Olympics, it will host opening ceremonies again in 2034. Back to you.
All right, Holly. So the Utah Utes kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Utes! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
That is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early, put yourself in a hole, not good.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up fourth.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. This is a designed run. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Dances away to buy time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On 4th down, going to the air. Throws for the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
The run inside. It's Parker. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Finds his man. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Utah!
Really nice job between the quarterback and tight end on that play. In this area of the field, these windows are really small, so you've got to have great timing. QB and tight end shows you right there.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. With the catch, it's Bowman. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but
he unleashes a long one. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now looking for more room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they handed off to him here on the 2nd drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this offense has done a good job coming out the gate strong. They've been really, really good. This is the type of play, man, you can give momentum back to the defense, swing it back to the other side if you're not careful with the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Dampier. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. Caught. He gets it in. Touchdown, Utes.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback keeps it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, fourth down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Ready, go.
The short hands. It's Anderson. Inside the 45. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Touchdown, Trojans. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And sometimes these games can snowball. You get down 21, next thing you know, you look up, it might be 35. Nice answer, put a drive together. Now the defense has got to get you a stop. Then you try to put another drive together. One possession at a time, try to climb back in this football game.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Pressure coming, and they got it.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
And the Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on second down. Got his man. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. On the ground, it's Jordan. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Back to throw, it's Mayava. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. Caught, and he's got room. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field, so he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And his throw is incomplete.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They want a little extra time to think over this third and long as we've got a timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Dropping back, it's Mayava. He's got it on the move. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
This offense is aggressive on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. And it's his 4th interception of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on second down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Looking downfield, it's Dampier. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Kick is in the air. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Miller with the ball. Gain of 2 on the play, sets up 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third down, he drops to throw. Snagged out of the air. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Trojans want to move quickly.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch.
And he's got it inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. In the red area, it's Miller. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Oh, he makes the catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And man, oh man, I just don't understand what we're trying to do offensively. Like, last possession was your 4th pick. And coming out, throwing again. They've got to find some way to settle this dude down or settle his behind on the bench and find somebody else that can make some plays.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires quickly. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Trojans.
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a 1-possession game. You need more of that physicality in the second half.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run for it. It's Parker. At the 35, he's got room. He's up to 55 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Moving out to the right. On the move, he fires. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
And almost another interception for this defense. They've been picking him off like crazy. They've shut down this passing attack, creating so many big plays. This defense is dialed in, locked in, and really creating havoc for this offense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking deep. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, USC.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Dampier. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield very late in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Mosley. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in week 1. We start with Colorado taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Buffs with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 14, and that's the way you find some room to operate.
Pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Hard running there. There he goes. The 50, the 40, past the 30. 10. Touchdown, Utah! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's at the 28. to pass, it's Mayava. Makes the grab on the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double.
Looking to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field, too, man. I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mosley. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. Running inside, it's Jordan. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's second and 8. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Complete on the left to Williams. Oh, headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
And I know, having talked to the quarterback before the game on the field, he was telling me, if I can just get this guy the ball, good things can happen. I think you saw it right there. Nice route, nice catch, but really good job after the catch, too. He was smelling the end.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, second and 7.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The sure hands, it's Parker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Utes look to keep this drive humming. He wants to throw it again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quick strike complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Again, it's Parker. Across the 25. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. Parker again. He breaks a tackle. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick release on the RPO. Touchdown, Utes! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Jordan. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Now improvising. Fires to the right. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
Well, he started rolling to his right. Because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Might be changing the route. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. So we open the final period with a third down play. To throw, it's Dampier. Looking to the big tight end. Working that left side. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Back to pass on second down. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Reads it, fires complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it and still on his feet. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
You know, good teams just know how to close games out, and you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Grab behind the line. It's Jordan. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Snags it, and he's open. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Zings it complete to the right.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation, and the quarterback
Grabs it inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. They'll run it. It's Jordan. Beck's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans! The Trojans with the answer.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Back on the offense coming onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Makes the catch. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the 1st down, a few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
To the air, it's Dampier. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Utes! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I just love that about this team, because right when it looks like the opponent has just a glimmer of hope, scoring a touchdown on the last drive, they just come right back out, David, and they put their foot down on the gas. They put their foot down on your throat. They stay aggressive and score a touchdown of their own.
It's just such an explosive offense, man. They can hurt you so fast. They're so dangerous. Defenses don't know what to do. You're right. Great answer. You give up a touchdown, you go right back and get you one.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Mosley. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Buying some time. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Williams got it. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw again. He's got the tight end. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. The run inside. It's Jordan. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance, but you got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
Here's Wayshawn one more time. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Backing up on the first two plays, now to try to throw it and drive on third down. To the air, it's Dampier. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Jordan. He goes out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't pick up anything, but he did save a few seconds. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down. Looking to fire. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. All the way! Touchdown, Trojans!
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play, at this point of the game, no bueno on D. Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of